Before we call our next act up, I just want to mention something about the church, basically, as we do. You know, with the pandemic and everything, it's been a nightmare for lots of people. I mean, there's lots of other illnesses and lots going on, but the pandemic has caught many people out this last 18 months, 2 years now, and it's still going on. And people do always say, to ask, how can I be a God for this to happen? Well, he suffers with us. He cries with us. And there's a passage in the Bible from Isaiah where there's lots going on. And in the voice of the Lord says, whom shall I send? And Isaiah said, Lord, here am I, send me. And that's what God does. He puts his people in the midst of the suffering. And I just want one or two things I just want to mention here. What's happened? What we've done as a small little church, in the scheme of things, it's a small church, but churches across the land, all over the world, have been rallying together. And just for this little corner of Baglan here, at the moment, as a result of the pandemic, when we contacted hundreds of people, we are still in contact as a church with 106 people. These are conservative estimates. There are more, but we know that there's 106 people we are still contacting and helping as a church. We give away over 200 Sunday lunches. And please bear in mind, I'm not saying this, look, a Baglan church is fantastic. I'm only saying whether Jesus tells us you will be judged, if you love me, how you do for the least of the people, for the least of these people, the needy. That's why we do it. Over 200 Sunday lunches we give out to 70 and over. People who are on their own, couldn't get out, were afraid to go out. We're coming out of lockdown now. There are still people afraid to go out because the lockdown formed a security blanket for them. They've removed that now, especially some of the older ones. So we're acutely aware of that, and we're in touch with a lot of them. So it's over 200 Sunday lunches. We contacted over 150 people as well, just to say, look, it's okay. You're not on your own. We are here if you need us. And part of the 106 people I mentioned earlier is involved in that. We kept giving free food away. We put a call out for people who needed shopping, who were afraid to go to the shops. We went. When I say we, I mean collectively as a church. We just went and we would just get someone's shopping in, all the essentials and everything, and we just left it by their door. And we didn't want any recognition for that because we gave God all of the glory. But I just want you to know this is where Christ was and still is in the midst of it. We work closely with Age Concern. Totally honest, they're a fantastic organisation. I found them a bit of a disappointment, if I'm totally honest. We had a fantastic resource. We were proving it all over, and they didn't really tap into us. They're doing better now, but at the time, we would have reached a lot more people. But Age Concern is a fantastic organisation. The food bank, over 90% of food banks are run by churches. And we don't run a food bank here, but there's a couple of people in the church who represent the food bank in town, and lots of the people in the church give every week, religiously give every week, so we supply the food bank from here. And we do, there's over 50 ministries we support here. Some of them are abroad, where some people we know, friends of ours, have gone out into the missionary fields and are doing wonderful, wonderful work abroad, alongside the needy and that. People who's got nothing. People who, once you give them a Bible, it's like giving them £1,000. They've got nothing. But yet, we managed to help with the health. We heard about clean water and vaccinations. The money, we got a church in Peru, the guy there, we've supported a lot when he was building a church there and everything. So we do a lot here as a small little church, and that's testimony, to the congregation we have here and the giving hearts of the people. But the fact that we serve a great God, so he's in the midst, and don't ever think anything else, because he's working all the way through it and will continue to do so. I just wanted to let you know that, because there's still a lot of work to do, and we are looking at things now where we can expand what we are doing to reach the people who need it the most. We want to reach everyone, but mental health, I'm coming up to 65. I've never known mental health issues. It wasn't even a phrase when I was a kid. We were all playing football. But it's a real issue now. And lots of families are needing help with it, and we're trying to reach out to them as best we can. We're only a small little church, but you expand that to the bigger church of the God work in. There's a fantastic work going on for the kingdom. So I just wanted you to know that, guys, that's all. And we really appreciate you coming here tonight, as I said. But our aim is that everybody will get to know the love of the Lord, and unashamedly, and not apologising for that at all. And if it happens, great. And if it doesn't happen, we'll have a blinking good sing-song. Okay? So thanks for that, everyone. I just wanted to mention that.